Hi. So today I'm going to be talking about the assassination of Lord Mountbatten in 1979. So this is conducted by the IRA, the Irish Republican Army, and it also happened on the same day as this coordinated attack on British troops, which just didn't help with the relations between the British and the Irish Republican Army, the IRA, and well, it led to the heightening of the Troubles, which was the Northern Ireland conflict. So, well, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, so the Provisional IRA, they claim responsibility for this assassination, which happened on the 27th of August 1979, in which Lord Louis Mountbatten, also like the great grandson of Queen Victoria, the second cousin of Queen Elizabeth II, and the great uncle of Prince Charles. Well, he was killed, and well, it was a really big hit on the royal family. More on that later. So Mountbatten and his family, they were in the Republic of Ireland, just taking an outing on the boat because it was summer. Weather was nice. So they thought, hey, why not? Let's just go out and enjoy the weather, right? So around 15 minutes after they left the boat, after they set sail, this bomb was activated. Had been planted on the boat, and it just exploded and killed four out of the seven people inside. Um, well, this, like I said, it sparked the trouble. Well, not didn't spark it, but just made the troubles worse. So the people inside that died were Mountbatten, Lord Nicholas Broburn, and Maxwell, and a guy called Paul Maxwell. And they were killed immediately. Then Lady Broburn, she died the next day, and the others survived. However, that wasn't the worst thing that happened that day because, like I said, later on, 18 British soldiers were killed near the Irish border at Warren Point in an IRA bombing ambush. This would lead to really famous graffiti called, like, not called, but it says, 13 gone and not forgotten. We got 18 on Mountbatten. Not 13 gone, but not forgotten. We got 18 on Mountbatten. And, if you've seen The Crown, when you get to this scene, it's a funeral, they mention the 13 gone but not forgotten thing, and it was I read it, like it was I heard it and then I researched it. I found it really interesting. It's kind of catchy. That's in the graffiti. That's the purpose, right? But yeah. Anyway, so why Mountbatten? Because there are so many members of the British royal family. Why was Lord Mountbatten killed? Well, two reasons. He was a very sentimental and symbolic target, but he was also an easy one. So, in terms of sentimental and symbolic, he was really respected amongst the royal family. The Queen, she went to him for advice. Prince Philip, he also consulted with Lord Mountbatten, but he was also the mentor to Prince Charles. So, that would hit the Queen, Prince Philip, and Prince Charles close. If you're trying to get to the royal family, that's a good place to start. He was also an extremely easy target because while the bombs were planted on the boat the night before the murder, and the boat was unguarded, and while Mountbatten, he was well aware of the tensions happening in Ireland, and he was offered extra security, but he refused. He's like, "Why should I? I'm just vacationing with my family. Why would they want to kill an old man anyway?" Now, who the hell would want to kill an old man anyway? So he was this really prominent public figure. The public actually really liked him, and he was retired. He was 79. And he had literally no role in the security forces in Northern Ireland. He regularly holidayed there. There's no reason as to why you think you're just looking at him, you wouldn't think he would be a target, but if you're just looking at him personally, he's not that great of a target. But if you're looking at him in terms of the connections he had with different members of the royal family, then perhaps. So, well, by assassinating one of the most prominent members of the royal family, the IRA hoped that the British would leave Northern Ireland and then Northern Ireland would be able to join the Irish Republic. Well, these attacks, both Mountbatten one and then the other one, the one with the 18 soldier deaths, they just led to widespread fear and outrage. You obviously didn't support this. They liked Mountbatten. They didn't like soldiers, but it's just 18 soldiers, innocent ones. Well, I say innocent, but I mean I don't know who the soldiers were, but I'm pretty sure that they were just soldiers there because a bomb was planted, and the soldiers were just chosen, I guess. Well, among the English and the English press, there was complete outrage and quite understandable. And in Ireland, there was also outrage, but for slightly different reasons. Well, first of all, that a guest in Ireland, although British, had been killed by terrorists. And also that children and women who had no public or security force connections had also been killed or harmed. And so the Irish, obviously, were against this. Well, the Prime Minister at the time, Margaret Thatcher, she had just been elected a few, like not long before the assassination actually happened. Not from before, so the IRA as this criminal organization, not political at all, just terrorist organization. And after the Mountbatten incident happened, she decided to enforce policies against the IRA. So she decided to withdraw any political rights associated with the prisoner of war status for the IRA prisoners. So if an IRA prisoner was captured, they wouldn't be treated as prisoner of war, they would be treated as a normal criminal. And well, the IRA was mad about this. They obviously didn't like this discrimination, so they went on a hunger strike. The leader of the hunger strike, named Bobby Sands, well, he would be elected to the British Parliament later on, but he would actually die from his hunger strike before being able to serve. Which is kind of ironic. I mean, not ironic, but kind of a failure. So yeah, that is the assassination of Lord Mountbatten. I mean, it's really sad because he was just having a holiday with his family and then boom. And I've seen pictures from the funeral. Just look at Charles. You can see he had a really close connection with Mountbatten. They were really, really close, and he was obviously really hurt when Mountbatten died. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is Lord Mountbatten's assassination by the IRA. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you found it interesting, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.